Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and only Rum Boys Fantasy Network. Make sure that you guys start off by hitting the subscribe button if you have not already, then hitting the like button. Throw us a thumbs up. Uh, Dive off into the live chat. Enjoy tonight's discussion. Uh, and then also share the content as well. Share the content because tonight we are doing something a little bit different. I know that you guys know us, like the Rumblers, they always getting lit, talking about sports, still getting lit. But this is officially the very first episode one of the show about nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Rumboys Robbie, aka the Admiral. Today we begin episode one with some crazy hysteria that takes place in our nation. As always, I will not be running this podcast by myself. Ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, let's bring in my co-host for the show about nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, Bogart Scott Free.
Yeah. It's a show about nothing, goddammit. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's rock out. Let's rock out. There is no other way for us to start off the show about nothing than the way that we always start off. On this show, we're not worrying about having to pay any bills or anything. This is more of a relaxed type of podcast. This is a podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the rum boys and girls, what it do. Dilly dilly. Really quick, look at the shot glass. Chill, homie. America, chill, homie.
Yeah, I see that with the Buddha.
Yeah.
I like that.
Let's go ahead.
Jay-Z once told me you gotta keep a peace like a Buddhist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
bro. Bars.
So we with the shit.
Yeah, bro. We definitely with the shiz. We definitely with the peace.
In these times too, you know what I'm saying?
In these times you gotta be with the peace. Like you gotta do what the shot glass says and chill, homie. I found today very interesting, bro. I'm embarrassed, bro. Like as a military veteran and someone that served, like,
I'm embarrassed for them. I'm embarrassed for them.
Why you people doing things?
I'm saying them and you people because it's them.
It's
right?
them.
The same way they used to say to us.
The way they used to say it about us, yeah.
Exactly. Because it ain't us, it's them.
Bro, it's weird. Like honestly,
and you know them, they get special treatment. Them, you know what I mean?
They did get special treatment. So I'm gonna go ahead and break down what happened today, guys. I'm not even gonna dance around or beat around the bush. Like straight up, people stormed. Okay, the fucking
Capitol Hill,
the state capitol, like the nation's capital. Like they stormed. Like DC got taken over for like a good fucking 2 hours, like 2-3 hours.
I was gonna say, I think it was like 3-4 hours. Yeah,
3-4 hours. Yeah, like, and we're taking selfies with officers, and then some of them even got a little rowdy and started exchanging hands. Like, bro, this was the craziest thing that I've ever seen.
Police got beat up.
Yeah, police was getting their asses handed to them.
And motherfuckers didn't get shot and killed.
Yo,
motherfuckers don't look at a police before and get shot.
Bro, I'm saying,
motherfuckers like us.
This comes days. Okay, well, not even days, like a day after we hear that the officer charged that should have been charged in the Jacob Blake shooting where a man was shot in the back 7 times. He's gonna face no charges. He's gonna be just fine. And then today, fucking, I'm gonna say it. White America showed its ass, bro. Like yeah. And understand from my standpoint. Like I used to live in Los Angeles, right? And in the time period I lived in Los Angeles, I used to live there from like age like 2.5 all the way to like 7, right?
Right.
I lived there during the Rodney King riots, okay? Right. And I remember, like my parents have like home videos like just how crazy that shit was. There was a reason why the city of fucking LA burned. Once again, I mean, sure, don't burn.
Yeah, you were probably like what, 2-3 years old.
Yeah, I was like 3 years old. Yeah. But then growing up in America, you see this over and over again. It started then. And here's where we're at now. And today we saw on national television and through fucking people's smartphones, America yet again rear its ugly head out and show its true motherfucking color.
If you're not an American and you're looking like you're across seas somewhere and you're looking at what's going on in America, and you already like categorized people, you could honestly say this is just America. Like you know what I mean? It's not. They try to say, oh, it's just the blacks and other minorities, you know what I mean, and Hispanics, etc. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that be with the quote unquote fuck shit, and then they label us thugs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But if we was to peacefully protest, they're gonna come out with rubber bullets and tear gas and shit like that. You know what I mean? In this case, you got them peoples, you got them out there, and they straight up organized this shit to the T, stormed Capitol Hill. You know what I mean? Got into the Capitol building while they were like debating like some type of bill or some shit, and got in that motherfucker.
It was like they were reviewing the electoral vote. So, and they showed pictures.
Motherfuckers taking pictures in the offices.
Here's how archaic our electoral process is. They showed pictures of what the rioters were coming in to try and steal. Okay, and these are some old ass leather baggage. Fucking I guess the electoral votes were like sealed up in these type of like luggage briefcases, like these like crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, like they have buckles and shit on. They were hand carried. They could have gotten a hold of that shit and burnt all them motherfucking votes. And apparently, that's what their mission was, dude. And then to top it all off, they literally knew exactly what to do. Okay. They knew exactly what to do. They grabbed the gates, they grabbed the barricades, flipped them the fuck right side up, started climbing over the goddamn wall. Bro, they erected whole ass goddamn fucking like climbing structures to be able to get to the Capitol. Like how?
I'm gonna say something. All right, we would have never got that far,
dude. We would have never gotten that far.
We would have never got that far. Them, they, you know what I mean? And I think a white woman got killed too, right? Today? She got shot.
Yeah.
Did it come out with any information which side she was on? Was she part of the mob?
So, all right. So I actually saw the video. We will not display the video on this channel.
I don't like watching those things anyway.
But they were so there's a picture that you will be able to find, that you'll be able to see where pretty much like Secret Service or like law enforcement officials have their guns drawn.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Standoff.
Yeah, and there's a dude
and they weren't shooting, bro.
No, they weren't shooting. There's a dude peeking through the motherfucking glass. They were just looking through like the goddamn shiny. Hello, Clarice. Just fucking looking through, bro, and nobody pops this man. Check this out. So when you actually like I had eventually saw the video, and I clicked on it, of course, and I watched. There is a motherfucker next to her that very well may have been the reason why said officer discharged his fucking firearm, coming from former military police. Bro, freaking there was a dude with a full-on loaded out AR-15 suppressor on that motherfucker.
Oh shit! So they was trying to hit him and hit the broad.
I think they were trying to hit him and they hit her because she was trying to be all up in the shit and fucking bro. And then I saw another video where I guess a chick, she had gotten finally when they deployed the tear gas, or they didn't. It wasn't even the tear gas level yet. This is like the first hour in where they were just macing them, when they finally started macing them. Okay, and it's this woman crying and she's like, I got maced. She's like, I can't believe it. Da 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 da. And then
shut up.
And then the news reporter, he's like, well, what were you thinking? She's like, well, it's a revolution. We're standing up for America. I'm like, what the fuck revolution?
Oh my God.
Let me explain.
The orange-haired revolution.
Let me explain to you really quick. what a revolution is, what an American revolution would really look like in this country. It would be something that we all agreed upon, all of us, like majority of America, like
And
well
it would
over
be us versus
fucking
the governments or the
yes, and it
powers
would
that
be
be.
exactly not today.
Nope.
Not today. Like today was not a revolution. Today was treason.
Yep. It's like terrorism, basically. You know what's crazy, bro? Is okay. There's 2 weeks left until Trump's out of office, right? This shit is like I feel like it's gonna get crazier. Like these, you know what I mean? Because them, they could push the line, bro. Us, we can't do that. You know
Bro,
what I mean?
check this shit out. Check this shit out. So I love this comment by the homie J Lo. People are fucking people, white, black, short, tall, Republican, Democratic, senator or house. Everyone is a human being. Can we stop with this bullshit, please? Here's the reason why we can't stop.
Hey, them,
Hang on,
they
hang on,
don't think like that.
hang on. Here's the reason why we can't stop. Today, America showed once again its true color. Okay, we all know. We all know. We watched this shit unfold on the fucking news months ago. Okay? I was a part of it. Not all of it, but here in my own city. I helped pass a law to hold officers in the city of Colorado Springs accountable over issues like today. Why the fuck were they not treated the same way that I was? I will story time, ladies and gentlemen.
You're not them.
Story time, ladies and gentlemen. We are outside the Colorado Springs Police Department. We are all together. We are singing Amazing Grace. Okay, our front line, at least 6 to 8 rows, full of men, women, children, all different colors. Now, mostly, I will say minorities, mostly Hispanic and black, but you had, white people spread throughout the crowd, and everyone, our front line is on a knee. I'm the first line standing behind in case some shit pops off. Okay, so I have my umbrella out. I got my gas mask already on. Like, I'm ready to fucking go. Goggles, everything. A tennis racket ready to knock back rubber bullets and everything. We're on our knees. They are locked arm in arm, okay? And a few of them have their hands up, and we're all singing Amazing Grace. Beautiful scene. Minutes before this, we had just dropped off and we had delivered Little Caesars pizzas to the police department. We're trying to show, yo, we want to bring the community together. We don't want this divide, okay? What happened literally moments after, we're sitting there singing, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. Literally right when we get to the part that saved a wretch like me, right when that note hits, we hear, boom! And it's and the first thing it is a flashbang, comes across the line, boom, dispersed. Then the loudspeaker comes on. Everyone dispersed. It's an unlawful gathering. This is an unpeaceful protest. Literally, we were singing. No one had thrown anything. They were already prepared with their riot shields. They had all their gas.
You're trying to kill them with your positive energy, bro.
Literally.
You're a threat with all that singing.
The next thing that comes, the next fucking thing that happens, boom, tear gas. Everyone fucking dispersing. We're like, you hear people screaming. Everyone's reaching for milk and like pouring them on each other while still trying to drag bodies. Boom, then the rubber bullets hit. I literally watched a brother that was the same skin complexion as the both of us drop in front of me from fucking rubber bullets. Got hit with the rubber bullet in his head. Fucking was bleeding profusely through his head. I had to grab him. My homie Drew was with me. I will bring Drew on this fucking show one day and we will tell this story. I'm dragging this dude and I am fucking pulling him back. We have a medical depot set up back past the 7-Eleven, back behind in an alleyway where automobile garage was at.
Right.
Bro, I am dragging this man to safety and there is blood on me. There is blood on Drew. I'm trying to, at the same time, bandage a wound while he now has my umbrella and my racket. He's trying to fucking knock back rubber bullets and tear gas, and I'm dragging a body.
So
nothing like that happened today.
Hey, I will say this though. One thing that I did notice on on CNN and just every other thing that I was watching today. They were constantly referring to it as a violent mob. Like
Oh
they
yeah,
were,
they started.
yeah, they weren't like,
it went from a protest to them referring to okay,
yeah,
these
they were
are
like, oh, like they were being like news reporters were correcting other reporters when they were like,
yup.
oh, and
I
the
did
protest,
start
and like, no,
noticing
no, no,
that.
no, this is not a protest. This is a violent mob. This is a riot. You know what I mean? Like, and like, I thought that was great because fuck this shit, bro. Like,
Yep.
we couldn't do that. We
Connor,
couldn't
like,
do that, bro.
dog, no, we couldn't. Like there would be no way in hell.
Hey, you remember the
That,
white? You remember the white dude? He's kind of an extremist. He was in Seattle. He shut that whole thing down. He's like a quarter mile square, like a square, like a mile square radius. You remember that?
yeah,
And bruh, he had they had armed guards everywhere, and it was essentially like just a 24/7 party going on.
mhm,
But they knew, like, and I remember, Clock was telling me about this, and
yeah.
I was like, yo, if it was some brothers doing that shit,
Mhm.
they'll bomb that shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like
bro.
this. How many people you think was out there today?
Oh man, bro, that was
10,000?
10,000 plus.
10,000 plus?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was at least a fantasy footballer's worth channel's worth. Like bro, it was insane.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause I seen the footage, but I mean, just
dude, that was a lot of fucking people. Like, we
that's
had a lot of
mobilization.
people.
Yo, you know how crazy that is? The
Bro, is how
mobilization of
fucking
that.
organized. I'm trying to get over how fucking organized the motherfuckers were.
Well, because white people are like, all right, that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna meet her at Capitol Hill in this corner. We're gonna
Synchronized watches.
You know what I mean?
Alrighty, George, I got you.
Yes.
No problem, Bill. Alrighty, Bill.
On my count, one. Already, Bill.
Bro. And then when our so-called Cheeto Pup president came out to talk to the public, bro, what killed me, G, was you are all beautiful people. We love you. I love all of you. What the fuck? What?
I mean, this is
You did not.
He's
Oh.
narcissistic as fuck. So, when you consider the fact that he is narcissistic as shit, this is his army right here. Like, that he actually mobilized over the years by just talking reckless shit and being the president at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they were literally hanging flags on poles like Trump
Bro,
flags.
they were replacing the fucking American flag with the whole ass Trump flag. Like, what the hell
We
is this?
can never do that.
Like, this is not Nazi Germany. Like, this is not. What
Bruh,
the fuck?
listen, that's hella reminiscent of it though.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
bro,
And then,
as a veteran that served this country, it is so hard to look at the after today. Months
and
ago,
they
I was
try to
trying look
label
at
us
past it.
thugs.
Like months ago, I was kind of looking past. I was like, okay, they're not all But after today, like when I see someone walking around with a big ass American flag on their shoulder, I am worried. I'm like, he is on his way to go bomb some shit. Like he is on his way to go. Like he is on his way
Trump.
to go fuck something
I'm
up.
gonna coin the phrase right here. On the show about nothing, we're coining the phrase. These are Trump extremists.
Yup.
These are domestic terrorists.
Trumpsters. This is Trumpism. Trumpism is a
Nah,
thing.
don't put the ism on it. Ism is so great. You know what I mean?
You're true. I feel you, but yeah.
Yes,
Bro.
these are Trump extremists, bro.
This is the justification. This is justification that we live in a failed state, says Andrew. Andrew, yo, really quick, my brother.
Big up to Andrew. He ain't lying.
Hey, he's also a veteran, and I feel you. By the way, man,
Appreciate you for your service, man.
feel free to DM me anytime. You feel like anything is going on, like memories or whatever. Like I suffer from PTSD. I get it, bro. We have failed as a country. It's hard. It's hard for me right now. Like it's
Hey, you know
hard
what's
for me
crazy,
right
bro?
now.
You know what's crazy is that we have the 2 weeks that he's in office still. So like, I feel like there's gonna be more events like this, or at least attempts at events like this, because
Bro, there's definitely gonna be more attempts at events like this.
Yes.
You mean to tell me
And-
that was a? Here's the problem.
just the one and done. Nah,
Hey, yo, you have kids, right? You got kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got kids,
Several.
right?
Right?
Check this out. If I get a little motherfucking inch, what they gonna do?
Yeah. They're gonna take the whole foot.
They gonna take the whole mile, bro. They running with that thing. If I just showed
Listen,
you today that today they were given an inch. Today they were legitimately given an inch.
it's so crazy too because they like. Listen, if it wasn't them, motherfuckers would have been getting shot, right? And they wouldn't just be like, okay, let's slap the immediate curfew, because that's what they did. They put like a 6 o'clock curfew, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody can't be outside, and they were just trying to mosey on the remaining crowds. Bro, motherfuckers is getting shot if it
Bruh,
ain't them.
bruh, listen, I live in
I'm
Colorado
saying,
Springs. I live in Colorado Springs. There's this dude that lives here that actually runs his name is Tegan, right? And unfortunately he is a former fucking military veteran. I have had to sit in council chambers across from this motherfucker, knowing damn well I want to put paws on him. Okay, because he runs an extremist militia group, a white supremacist extremist
he's a
militia
racist,
group.
yes.
Yeah. Um, and I told him straight up, I was like, bro, I want to beat the fuck out of you. Like, I can't. Like, it's illegal for me to, but I just want to let you know, like, without your big ass goddamn AR, like, I got a chopper too. Without your shit, you ain't nothing, bro. And I'll chop you down the size with my own bare hands. Like, bro, for real, these people today, they showed they were given an inch. If you don't think that they are going to take a mile, you are sadly mistaken.
Man, it's gonna be
You are,
even. Imagine,
hey,
imagine how pissed they're gonna be
let me
too
put it to
when.
you like this. We live in America. America, we are the biggest bullies. I'm going to give it to you from a military standpoint. We are the biggest bullies. America is the biggest
Agreed.
bang that there is. Straight up. Straight up. Let any country, let any foreign country,
We hooked up with the aliens, B. Don't fuck with us.
yo, check this shit out. Let any foreign country try and march and storm on a Capitol Hill. I guarantee you we will be dropping Fifth War Bs. We go to other countries to fuck their shit up.
Yeah.
We literally go to other fucking countries to fuck shit up. So you mean to tell me that we wouldn't treat any other extremist organization the same? No, I'm appalled by today. I'm embarrassed.
But
I'm embarrassed.
hold on, hold on. You know the white supremacist groups in America, they still operate. You know what I mean? And they haven't.
Dude,
And I would say this is probably, if I'm a betting man, and I am, I think the smart money's on that. They're the ones mobilizing shit like this because they're the ones that are like, Trump. He's in it for us, and you know what I mean? Like,
I couldn't even listen. Me
I'm
as a
saying,
normal motherfucker, I used to live in DC. All right, I would literally live in the fucking projects in goddamn Berry Farms, take the goddamn train, bro, go to McPherson Square Northeast. I would work in McPherson Square, then go see my recruiter over in Northeast before I shipped off to the Air Force. I'm like 17 years old, 16, 17 years old at this point, getting ready to listen to Air Force. Bro, I could never get that close to the Capitol building.
nope.
Ladies and gentlemen, need I remind you, there was a woman who ran her SUV through the front gates to try to get on she couldn't even get onto the front lawn of the damn White House. They chopped her goddamn hood up like Swiss cheese real quick. The hell is this, Call of Duty? Like, bro,
Listen, because it's them, bruh.
how nobody got clapped? Like, how no? Do you realize that only 13 people got arrested? 13 people got one woman.
Damn. I mean, listen,
It sucks that anyone should pass away, and I pray for the woman's family.
yeah.
But one woman passed today. 13 people got arrested. Do you know how many people in?
And what do you think? There's
Colorado
like 10,000?
Bro,
10,000 people out there?
do you know how many people that got arrested here in Colorado fucking Springs on the first night of our protest for George Floyd? And we didn't break shit or vandalize shit in our city.
It's because we're not them peoples, bruh. Listen.
America, I need to have a talk with you.
They ain't trying to hear it.
Does my skin color scare you? Is it because I look different than you It's because I'm darker than you, because I have more melanin in you. Does that scare you?
But this is this. I want to say something. They want to keep Trump in there. This is, I guess, what this whole thing is about, right? Ultimately, they're upholding, they're regarding Trump as their savior, quote unquote, like their racist god, right, of some sort, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to answer your question, yeah, they're afraid of your skin color or my skin color because they want a guy in there who's openly like, yo, fuck all the Mexicans, fuck the Chinese, fuck the blacks. You know what I mean? That's what Trump is saying, but not in those exact words. That's basically what his whole
Hey,
campaign was built on. And it was about the American dream. Oh, the Chinese are stealing our jobs. Fuck the Chinese. Let's get our jobs back.
black,
You
you know,
know, all the
all this
Mexicans. Let's build a
bullshit.
wall. You know what I mean? Oh, but who's gonna do all our yard work? And you know what I mean? Like he was a racist motherfucker, and they love him. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm telling you, them peoples, they they I hope they're in for a rude awakening, bro. Like I've
I,
never wished this. I've never wished bad on people, but
they
people need to
gotta wake
start getting
up.
shot, bro,
They honestly
because
gotta
they
wake
they will be
up.
quick to shoot us for behaving
Bro,
like
that's
that.
the thing. That's the
Like,
thing.
shoot these motherfuckers.
So listen here again in Colorado Springs.
I know that's not the answer, but I'm
When
just
when we
saying.
no when we had blocked off the highway, the news was live streaming it. All right, they live streamed it. There was
Of
legitimately
course,
there was
because
a cop. Hold
people
on.
like to live stream fuck shit.
There was a Colorado Springs cop. His burner account that commented from his burner account. His burner account got traced. Luckily, a protester that was watching the live stream at home that wasn't there, they're out there with us, caught this person. Was like, hold the fuck up. Who is this saying this? Dude comments, shoot them all, run them over, kill them all.
See,
Come to find out, the person behind the account was a Colorado Springs cop. You know what they did? All they did was let him go on temporary leave. On temporary leave. This motherfucker still has a job.
you know what's funny is all them cops that are trained to pull out guns and just and I say like trained like because they're meant that's just how they're all fixed.
They're trained
They
like
just
dogs.
they pull the gun out and just kill the colored man. You know what I mean? So today they're pulling all kind of guns out. They're like, oh, they don't know what to do. They're like, we can't
I
shoot them. They're white.
I agree with this comment right here. I don't think change happens until white people put the class of whites in check. I
Yeah,
100% believe that.
I agree.
Like our allies, like we need you guys more than ever. You know, people of color, do not silence our allies right now because we need them. Like right now is a clear fucking display of why we need them. Like honestly, months ago, like had I known that we could have possibly gotten that fucking close months ago, I'd have been like, hey yo, I got an idea. Like
Nah, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This is why them.
yeah,
This is
them
why
doing
them
it,
have an
them doing
advantage.
it,
Hold on,
them doing
because
it.
they mobilize overnight. Maybe not even overnight. Maybe they've been planning this shit,
Oh,
right?
bro, they've been
But
playing this shit.
they don't like look at the Black Lives Matter movement and any other movements that are similar. There's gonna be a motherfucking mole in there. You know what I mean? A
Yeah,
motherfucking mole
there's always someone
that'll
that's
always go
weaker.
be like, be in there acting like they part of it, and then go and run and tell them peoples what's about to happen. You know what I mean? This shit seemingly came out of nowhere, and if the people did know, if them peoples did know, they were involved in it. You know what I mean? There's probably people higher up too. Like, you know, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I will.
Nah,
You know what
dude,
I mean?
it's a show about nothing. This is what we're supposed
Yeah.
to fucking do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, them peoples, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe it's politicians that actually, you know, that maybe other Republicans. Like, this thing was incited and organized. It was
Dude, this shit
organized and
was definitely
incited by.
organized, bro. Like this shit was definitely organized from the top down. There's no way there's no
They,
way that
we would never
someone
get that close. I just can't get over that. Like,
no like
we can't even get on the sidewalk, bro. They got all the way in the building.
they got all the way in the building, bro.
Like,
Someone
in the
got
building, I was taking pictures,
a
man. On
whole
live. It was
ass
on live.
a whole ass motherfucker got into Nancy Pelosi's office
I started taking pictures in that motherfucker, bro.
and started taking pics.
Motherfucker was in there laughing like this, and you know what's
Hey,
crazy too is like, these motherfuckers that had their guns drawn,
yeah,
right? The polices that had the guns drawn.
yeah.
You know, they would draw guns on minorities and be like,
Bro,
and shoot and be like, well, we thought they were armed and dangerous. In this case, you got them, they're armed, and they're like, oh, let's talk this thing out. You know what I mean? Like,
I think check this
shoot,
shit out.
motherfuckers.
Check this shit out, though. Right?
You would shoot us? Well, I'm just saying.
They were on Twitter talking about a civil war.
What?
Bro, hey.
This is the stupidest.
If you got
that's the
choppers,
stupidest thing I've heard.
I'm gonna just say, if you got choppers, make sure they loaded.
A civil war, bro. This is funny to me because, like, this definitely screams like KKK.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because the KKK, they've been bent on. They lost the first ever and last civil war.
Can we stop? Hold on. Can we stop saying them? This is the issue at hand. They are still people. I understand. There's a clear disconnect, but separation is what started the cycle. Bro, there's been separation. Were you born yesterday?
Oh, you know what?
Yo, were you born
Listen,
yesterday?
you sound like them.
Yo, hey. No,
listen, we are humans. We are of the humankind.
Like,
we represent. We love humans. Us over here at the Rum Boys, we want to be clear about this. We love all humans. We believe in equality. But there's other individuals, and they don't believe in that. So
no.
I'm gonna definitely say that it's them versus us. You know what I mean? So when I refer to them,
like, I don't believe in what they believe in, so I'm not gonna sit back and be like and be like. And
yes, they are humans. They are humans.
Like, yo,
and everything I say about people should get shot. I'm obviously, anybody that watches this our channel, they know I fuck around. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this in all seriousness while I joke that, if it was people like us doing anything remotely close to that, we're getting shot.
Like, if you look like me, you are done. Like, you
getting shot, bro.
It's TOS. It's straight up TOS, termination on site. Yo, in the words of a late great man, in the words of I should say late, in the words of a great man, I remember when the world got crazy.
Right?
And all these motherfuckers shut up babies up early. Hey. Yo, I'm telling you, I remember when this shit was a powder keg waiting to happen. And just what happened in this last year, and then today it finally blew up.
Okay, listen. That's the disconnect right there too. That when people were protesting peacefully, also at the same time rioting. And you know what I'm saying? There was, obviously that was happening.
There was two totally different groups that were doing that.
Right.
Today there was one group doing one thing, going out for one sole purpose.
Yes. And when you look at what incited, the other events of this year or of 2020 was the murder kill of George Floyd and others. And this was just something that was been going on for long fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And it came to a boiling point because this one was broadcasted around the world. You know what I mean? Everyone saw George, what happened to George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely traitors. The people that stormed Capitol Hill are America's traitors. That is treason. That is treason.
And you know what they're trying to say? They're they're
He said, I'm not hearing this shit.
They're saying they're patriotic.
Jayla, he wasn't.
They're saying they're patriotic now. You know what I mean? Those people that are doing that shit today, them.
It's literally there is a them and there is a us. All right, so I'm gonna show some images today. All right, because he wasn't saying that you sound like them.
No, I was fucking around with you, J-Love. I love J-Love. J-Love's not them. Come on.
But let me show you.
J-Love is a testament to what humankind should be like. He's like, listen, man.
Hold on, but let me show you. Let me show you what we mean by them. That image right there, okay? Does that look like fucking us to you? Cheers, everyone. Cheers, everyone in America, first off.
God bless America.
Does that fucking look like us to you? No, it doesn't. Does this look like us to you? Tell me that when does that look like any of a peace-loving human being? There is a guillotine outside the goddamn Capitol building. There's a full-on functioning, working goddamn guillotine outside the Capitol
They
building.
can actually cut off heads there.
Like, come on. People had zip ties and were planning to fucking take hostages.
It's fucking crazy.
There was over
We
30
would never get that far.
And you have to far. Yo, hey, Mike Pence did the right thing. Mike Pence got the fuck out of Dodge. He was like, yo, I am done. I am good. Fuck this.
He said, I'm out.
Pitter patter. Pitter patter. Pitter patter. Like, does this like when I show you these images, like, I'm not done. Like, here's the thing, like I'm not done. The ultimate in white privilege is when you've broken into the speaker's lobby, you've broken the windows, you're trying to break into Congress, and you're 12 inches from a gun, and you haven't been shot. Fuck the source that said that quote. You haven't been shot. Anarchists, agitators, or protesters who vandalize or damage our federal courthouse in Portland or any federal buildings in any of our cities or states will be prosecuted under or recently reenacted statutes and monuments statutes and monument act. Minimum 10 years in prison. Don't do it at DHS Gov. That's from your president.
He said he's just letting them know. Listen, you know what he's telling people? Because there will be crazies out there to be like, oh, that's all?
No. What he's saying, no, that was from that quote, by the way, came in July 27th.
So that was whatever. That was
when I was. After. That was yeah.
So that was enacted because of the events from the George Floyd.
Well, that was just his tweet. That was just the dumbass's tweet.
You know, president that tweets. You know what? I tomorrow is tomorrow's gonna be funny, dude.
Tomorrow's a new day, but I mean, can this happen again tomorrow?
Only 13 people got arrested. You know
only
what that means?
13 people.
Tomorrow they're gonna be like, listen, bro, they barely gave us a slap on the wrist. They're gonna.
Oh, let me break something down to you.
Go ahead.
National Guard was called, and people were black bagged and brought into locations undisclosed, unannounced. Ferguson, reporters were black bagged, breaking their freedom of press and their freedom of speech. Yanked into national V's and taken to undisclosed locations.
Yep.
This is not America anymore. This has been happening for years. It's just that finally everyone has a fucking smartphone and everyone's capturing it from different angles. So now all of us as a consensus can kind of be like, okay, that's clearly wrong. That's okay. That's wrong. There are certain things that I feel like we will let slide, and then certain things or certain things where like a very explosive reaction happens to where we're like, I get why that reaction is that way. That is wrong. Today, I feel like majority of Americans felt that there was no explanation. Whether it's us, whether it's them, whatever the fucking case, because there was even there were some very high priority Republicans. They were like, yo, this ain't it, bro. This ain't it, chief. Like the vice president was like, get me out of here. Like, the vice president was there when they stormed it. And he was like, yo, get me out of here. Get me to safety. This isn't safe. I denounce all of this. I ain't with it. Fuck that.
I denounce it like it's religion and shit.
Bro.
It's so funny because, bro, like this, it's like a cult right now, bro. Man.
I mean, people need to stop saying this is America. It is. And we need to accept that truth.
And this is what's going on in America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know why the forefathers, you know what I'm saying?
I did get the real photo.
Like, the forefathers, they wrote up history the way they wanted it to be told. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know what I mean? They were doing all that fuck shit too, like, you know, killing slaves and et cetera. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, they did their thing. They beat the British. Then now United States is a country.
like
our own. And then they, and hey, ever since then, they just been keeping all the fuck
like
shit on the low as much as possible.
after today, like where do we go from here as a country? Like how do we heal? Like I feel like yeah, cool. Like
I
it's
feel
we,
bad for
I,
Biden, bro. Like I
bro,
feel like
I feel
there's
bad
gonna be
because
like assassination attempts on his life and shit like
bro,
that, bro. Like this is crazy. Like the Trump extremists, they're crazy, bro.
they
Like
are mad. Bro, I am scared. I am scared. I'm
I
gonna
don't be
be. I'm a,
scared, bro.
I mean, I ain't scared. Like scared. Like, bro, you
Yeah,
know me, bro. 10 toes down.
yeah.
Like,
I am, but I agree with you.
but
It's scary
I
for
am
America.
exactly because one, like, I can't be around. Like we can't be around our kids 24/7. Like, we can, but we can't. You know, like, you don't know when someone may just lash out or fucking
I'm with
retaliate.
my
Like,
kids when in times like this, they right here. I'll
mm-mm.
tell you that much.
But I mean,
You know what I
like,
mean?
this shit is crazy. Like that. I'm putting it to you like this. One thing and one principle that we can all understand is love, right? So in my last relationship, I didn't the person I was with didn't understand where I was coming from because our skin tones were just different and the worlds that we came from were different. The relationship that I'm in now, this person understands it. This person gets it. We're the same. We're one and the same. Um, and with love, we both kind of understand like where we're at as a nation right now. And it's really scary because there's times where she tells me, make it home safe to me. Um, it's times where I'm telling her, make it home safe. She out at work right now. Like, I just want you to be safe, especially after the events of today, because there could be some people that live where you live right now, you know,
And they're
that,
gonna be
that,
like, "Yeah, hey, look, you see what they was doing? Let's go."
yeah, they, and they, and they, and
They're gonna give us a slap on the wrist.
and they couldn't be out
we
there,
can we can burn shit
and they're about to go crazy. So
and
I
not get
mean,
shot.
and that's what I'm saying. Where it's like, I want everyone to be safe, and I want everyone to be careful. And it's a shame that we even have to think like this. But I mean, let's be honest. Like, this is a real ass topic. Like, this is something for real that we have to think about. Like, this is deeper than what just happened today. Like, this is a peek into the future. It's wild to think the cops needed us left protesters to now help them. Yeah, exactly. Now they basically fucking need us, and it's like, yo, like, what the hell, you know?
I don't know, man. I got me. I'm just trying not to spew off all the theories I have because this is just shit that you know what I mean. Like, bro, we seen this shit coming. I just it's just I'm at a loss for words, mainly because it's so fucking crazy how they could just do that and not get shot up. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Nah, bro. I
trips
mean,
me out, bro. You
it
get like
does.
10 of us together and they already, you know what I mean? You might have like
Oh,
two motherfuckers in the street. You know what I mean? Two motherfuckers, they're gonna bring the whole
I
fucking
remember.
police department.
Yo, I'm gonna put it like this, especially
You
for
know what
like
I
the
mean?
younger crowd. I'm gonna put it like this for the younger crowd. You ever like for the young people, watch how your school resource officers react to a crowd of black people grouped together versus a group of white people grouped together. Watch the looks that they get. Watch how differently they're treated. You know,
It's inherited too. I like to believe like for example, if you got like 10 gangsters, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? African Americans and other minorities and shit, they chilling on the block. And here comes the rival gang. You know what I'm saying? They colored too. You know what I mean? And boom, it's gonna be a shootout, right? It's going down.
mhm.
Right? It's 20 on 20. It's a shootout. It's fucking mayhem. Right? There ain't nobody running. Then on the flip side, you could have, 20 motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Gangsters with the shit on the block, you know what I mean? Here comes one cop car with a white man in it, right? The cop. Everybody might be viable to run. You know why? Because it's inherited and it's genetic, bruh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like because of slavery, all kind of shit like that. That's why white people will always view, non-white people as like, oh, keep an eye on them. You know what I mean? And on the flip side too, that's why us looking at them like, oh shit, here they come. Like you ever like be chilling and back in the days and you got the one, the homie, he brings the white dude over and you don't know him. You immediately
Yeah.
think, yo, he's a cop, bro. He's an under. Like we always we associate that somehow, right? Tell me I'm lying.
No, we do. Like, we
We
definitely
like, hey,
do.
why you bring the narc over here? He's a
Exactly. Yeah.
narc.
Why the narco over here? Like,
Everybody talks
fuck.
sports. Everybody talks sports. We don't
Yeah.
know this
Everybody
guy.
act normal. Everybody act normal. You
You know what I
know.
mean? Like it's he's just a square. He might even just be a square. He might even just be cool. But we're gonna think that way because it's in our genetics. It's in our geno. So you mean because that's just how it's been historically. You know what I mean? Things aren't gonna change around the corner, but if, I guess the dream would be to put things in motion for change, right? You know what I mean? But clearly there's other factions that can mobilize that have the complete opposite ideology, as us. You know what I mean? Like they are like reverse Malcolm X, bruh. They're like, because what did Malcolm say? By any means necessary. They're gonna
Bro,
take. Here's some white people like they're oh well,
they
what
have
would Trump do?
sweatshirts. They have sweatshirts printed out that says MAGA Civil War, January 6th, 2021. They have
What the
full
fuck?
like printed out
So
sweatshirts.
this is already. So this is their. This
This
is
was
their
something
day.
that
They're
was planned.
declaring. Yeah, it was planned.
This
Excuse
was
me.
fucking planned. This was planned. Like,
And it's probably moving according to plan, because their forces, quote unquote, only got 13 motherfuckers arrested, right? And dozens and dozens of them weren't shot dead. Like, let's be real. Like, and this is scary for people who is yelling Civil War and shit like that, bro. I'm not even gonna disagree because, you know, it that it's America's ugly head, the closet racist that, like, what I mean, now they all come out. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, our guy Trump's getting out of office now. They're kicking him out. You know what's funny to me about this shit? All these motherfuckers put this amount of energy into doing shit like this. Couldn't you lobby a bunch of votes? Try to keep your man in office then?
exactly. Like you could
Like, that's
have
funny
done
to
more
me.
work. Like, yo, I didn't. Let's bring it to sports. Let's bring it to sports. I didn't see a bunch of motherfuckers lobbying outside of goddamn Gettleman's office. Like, yo, we should have won more games. Turn over the results of who won. Y'all don't do
Right?
that with
Let's go
football,
kill. They definitely tried to crucify Doug Peterson, though. You know
Yeah,
what I
they
mean?
tried to crucify Doug Peterson. Yeah,
Oh, he's helping the Redskins. He's in their pocket. Oh, excuse me. The football team. He's
bro.
in their pocket.
Only 13 people were arrested. I can't even fathom that number.
And they're
Bro,
going to get let out tomorrow morning, too.
bro, here's the thing. Here's the thing. And John, I love that you said that, brother. I I have been out to protest over social justice issues to where there are tons and tons. 13, that's light. That's a good day.
That's
That's
a,
a
that's
good
like
day.
a that's
That's
a
a good
that's
day.
like what you got on this block.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Throw them all in the paddy wagon, then call for another paddy wagon, then they go to the next block. You know what I mean? And it could even be motherfuckers singing Amazing Grace for all we know. You know what I'm saying?
Woman
Shoot
who
them
was
up
shot.
over.
Woman who
Shoot
was
them.
woman who was shot and killed, identified as 14-year-old Air Force veteran. I see people slandering her name, but regardless of political views, no one should praise someone's death.
So
Definitely
she's an
not.
Air Force veteran at 14. My
So,
bad.
14 years.
Oh,
So
14
really
year.
quick.
Okay.
So here's what I will
So
say.
but I ain't gonna lie, she's probably out there screaming that crazy ass shit.
No, she was. Here's
You know
what
what
I
I
am
mean?
gonna say. Hold
And
on,
listen,
hold on. Let me
rest
do
in
this. Let me
peace.
do this. Let me do this. Let me do. Yeah. Really quick. That is a sister in arms. At the end of the day, okay. Me as a
It's a human
military
being in
is
general at the end of
it's
the
a
day.
human being, but at the end of the day, that is a sister in arms. I know that we fought for freedom of speech, and you were out there fighting for yours. Whether what side of history you chose to stand on, I get it. I understood that when I was out there fighting for my freedoms and I had my voice, that at any given fucking moment, I had snipers on a parking garage train shots on me, and I had to back away my now fiance because she was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "So I understand. Okay, it sucks, but you as a military veteran, you do know the procedures. Like we all military knows the procedures."
And they were
Hang on,
mobilizing
stop it.
in a
Wait,
military
stop it.
fashion. They were on some military shit.
Wait. We know what happens if you attack a federal proceeding.
A motherfucker gets shot, killed.
Okay.
So what? She a casualty for war, for their war? She was collateral damage for their war.
Look, it sucks that her life is left. I appreciate your service and I thank you for your service. But that is the most respect that I have. And I respect your family. I'm sorry for your family. And I'm sure that your family wishes that you probably weren't in the lines of fire today. It sucks that you were probably in a very worse place, Iraq, Afghanistan.
Yeah, if they're talking about 14-year vet, that she was in the shit. 14 years ago, motherfuckers is in the sand trap.
And this happened to you today because you are a warrior airman. You are a fucking soldier. You are a troop.
Was she a part of, or again? I mean, she was a part of the
Yeah, she was. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, rest in peace. At the end of the day, we don't
I'm sorry.
We don't want this.
I am sorry, and I respect your service, but like Bogart just said, we do not want this. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. Okay. Yo, cheers, really quick.
Yep. Cheers.
I'm gonna say some words really quick that I feel that our president should have said. America, I know that times are tough for you right now. I know that this is me pretending as if I was Trump really quick. I know that it sucks that I lost and it hurts, but it is what it is. The American people have spoken. The democratic process has taken place, and I believe in the democratic process. The democratic process is one that has, for many of years, been proven to be strong and faithful.
He wouldn't say any of that.
It's unfortunate that it did not work out in our way. But please be safe. Do not protest. Do not storm the Capitol. Like, it is what it is.
He's narcissistic. Like, he enjoys every minute of it. I'm telling you. But like, that would be great. Your version's better. I like your version better. Like, if only it would have sounded more like this. Please, Americans, don't just go home. Don't riot. They have spoken.
I mean,
really,
like I said,
really, you know what Trump wants to say? You know what he wanted to say? You motherfuckers, did y'all vote? It's y'all fault why I'm not. You know that's what he wanted to say.
Eric said if the democratic process was followed, none of this would have happened in the first place. Like, I mean, again, like this
is Eric Canadian?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say Canadians kind of got to figure it out. Like they you don't never hear of this going
in
on.
In a way,
like as far as their legislative system or what's the word I'm looking for? You know,
bringing it back to sports, like Allen Robinson tweeted out today, and he was like, "Today was acts of terrorism and should be treated as such." Jarvis Juice Landry tweeted, "Glaring difference between a peaceful protest and this. I couldn't imagine how many of our people would be hurt by now."
Exactly. And when a crazy see, you know why I don't mind yelling shit I believe in? It's because I'm Bogart, and people are like, "Oh, Bogart's crazy," right? But I love getting on the soapbox and screaming that shit, and when other motherfuckers that I respect, like athletes who put their bodies on the line for us to play something awesome like fantasy football, you know what I mean? Those motherfuckers, they're not just fixtures in our fantasy football game. They're human beings too. You know what I'm saying? So they're using their platform right now. You know what I mean? Like, listen, this shit don't look the same. You know what I mean? And I'll say it. When I heard Allen Robinson just said and what Jarvis Landry just said, I'll read between the lines. They was like, motherfuckers ain't getting shot. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
telling
exactly,
you,
bro.
we would have been getting shot.
Got a text. The Celtics walked off the court. They walked off the court at the beginning of the game. I have not
There you go, Celtics.
heard.
Because Boston. See, I like this because Boston. Shout out to everybody from Boston, but everybody knows there's an undertone. There's some racial undertones over there. You know what I mean? In Boston, so I like that the team. Them because you know, and shout out to I got folks from Boston. You know what I'm saying? I got homie. Shout out to homie Matty Law. But you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows Boston's kind of racist, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to
Yeah,
sports. Like the crowds, you hear about the Boston crowds, they're racist as a
I'm
motherfucker.
I'm double checking right now to see. I know that they walked off the court in the beginning, and then about 45 seconds later, they had then retook the floor, and they had went on to play the game. Here,
Somebody made the phone call. It's like, listen, everybody, get your ass back on the
get
field.
the fuck
Get your
back
ass
on the
back on the
fucking
paint.
court. No, so it is 105, 101. 38 seconds left. The Celtics are up. Again, though, the Celtics were the first team to kind of step up.
Acknowledge it.
Um, I do not know if any games are going to be played tomorrow.
Hey,
Expect
yo, can I ask you a question?
expect for protests from athletes to happen.
What is this mob? What we could call the extremists? Like, what in the fuck is their cause?
Bro, so here's the thing. Like,
Like,
if we
I'm
call
wondering
them,
because
hold on. First off, if we call them anything other than them, like, clearly people are fucking offended by us saying that.
I'm
Like,
just saying Trump extremists.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Trump fucking
No,
extremists,
because
like,
you know what too, them too is also I forgot in the LGBT community that could also be offensive. So, yeah,
oh
so we're
yeah,
gonna maybe the word them. You know what I mean? Because we're living in a day and age where
we know what we're talking about. We're just saying, like,
yeah, like
we don't
he,
want to
all this
mention
shit.
their names.
Yeah,
Like, we're treating this shit like Voldemort right now. Like, we don't want to mention their fucking names. Like,
yeah.
literally,
I don't fuck with people like that. Them peoples. I'm calling them the peoples. I'm gonna stick to where I'm from. I'm from the Bay Area, bro. Those are them peoples. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I can't even explain it. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm not trying to be not sensitive or anything, but what the fuck is their cause?
they feel that our democratic process was rigged.
Okay, so there's no proof. Like, I mean, can I say
There
something?
is no proof.
Hold
They
on.
were in the middle of
Can I?
counting.
I,
They were in
I
the
want to
middle of
say
counting.
something. I think it's always been rigged. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like
everyone is always
all this time, now they're
right.
like, oh fuck that. They're like, fuck that. I think it's always, but see, honestly, it's always been rigged. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Justin
So
Jefferson
what?
with a really good tweet today. Mentioned how he's sick of hearing stick to football from so-called fans, while there are athletes. They're still human and are allowed to have views. Yeah, no,
Exactly.
I shared that one, and I appreciate Justin Jefferson for retweeting that. Why he's not verified, I don't know on Twitter. That's beyond fucking me. But for real, I mean, he's right though. I mean, the fact that we would tell these people to tell these athletes to shut up and dribble or shut up and stick to football is
But
as
that
fucking
goes back to
asinine.
this
Like,
goes back to like the beginning of America, bro. Where or even not even the beginning of America, the beginning
how do
of
you?
setting the slaves free. Like when they set the slaves free, quote unquote, air quotes, right? They viewed them as like, oh, okay, well, if we're gonna have some entertainment or music or or you know what I mean. That's how they viewed African Americans. You know what I'm saying? After
But like,
slavery.
how do you
So that's why they're like, shut up and dribble and shut up,
exactly?
shut up. And like, it's easier for them to say that. Or like, oh,
It's
you got all your millions. Well, what do you
um,
have to complain about? Like that's
it's a
just so
classic.
stupid.
It's a classic. Look. So let's face it. Sinatra was nice, right? But
But
who really?
Sinatra was a brother too, though. Like if you think about it, like
But who really? But who really ran the fucking Rat Pack? Like who was really that motherfucker? Sam Cooke
you mean Sammy Davis? You
or
mean
Sammy Davis? Sammy Davis, my fault. Not Cooke. Davis.
yeah? And Sammy Davis Jr. got into everywhere because he had someone like Frank Sinatra who would flex and be like, "Yeah, I know he's black. He's my brother.
He's my brother, and
He's
yeah,
gonna stay in this hotel. He's not gonna stay in the roach.
the ally. You know,
Yeah, or someone who viewed the world how it should be viewed. You know what I mean? Like they're going all around the world touring and shit. And he brought and he even Frank Sinatra said that. Look at that. Even Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones was their composer.
yeah. Quincy Jones was a
Like Quincy
bad
Jones wrote he
motherfucker.
wrote the
Yeah, he
music.
wrote the music.
And he
Yeah,
brought that motherfucker with him everywhere. And he had to ride for his mans. Be like, listen, Quincy's my mans. You know what I'm saying? All the
Sammy
backup
Davis
singers,
is the
Sammy Davis is my
motherfucker.
man's.
Yeah, bro.
Like
Davis did
because
every track.
and he used his platform to fucking and you know what else he did? If motherfuckers weren't trying to hear it, he'd be like, all right, what's it gonna cost? All right,
Yep.
it's nothing.
And they front the price, and yeah, they paid a
You know what I
price.
mean? Because listen, man, like because there was no price you could put on human equality. You know what I mean?
Bro, there really
That's
isn't.
why Sinatra is the that's why Sinatra is the joint.
That's what I'm saying.
And also
Bro.
Sinatra was Italian, and if you really want to
He was Italian.
go
Yeah.
down a rabbit hole, you know what I
You
mean?
know
The
that.
Sicilians
They was
were
bootlegging them. They was bootlegging the
this
movies.
listen,
Bro.
the Sicilians were ruled by the Moroccans, the Moors at one
The
point.
Moors, yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? If everybody want to do their histories, man, do your Googles, man. You know what I mean? Like that's why Italians got
Yo,
swag. You know what I mean?
I for real recommend anyone and everyone out there to get to know your culture, get to know your bloodline. I am. It's gonna blow people's fucking mind. I am Dominican, Jamaican, Irish, and Italian. I come from actually
So he got all the drinkers.
yeah. So yeah, I'm a fucking drinker, bro. Yeah,
He's drinking in the motherfucker.
I'm the best at it too. Yeah, you're right.
It's
Like
in your bloodline, literally.
I'm fucking talented. But nah, for real. Nah, like you know, my Calipitro size linked in with the Ligianos, and like you know, we fucking like you know that
I don't
shit
know
was
what
a
that
thing.
means, but it sounded good.
Oh, people that have watched a lot of History Channel probably know. Yeah, like my uncle, my great uncle was like the babyface bandit. Like you know, that was a fucking thing. Like that is a thing. Calipitro is my real last name.
Hey,
I'm not
shout
gonna
out to
dox
J Love though
myself.
one more time. You know what I mean? It's just, I
Yo,
hope J Love didn't get offended. I'm like, listen,
that
I was like, you
motherfucker.
sound like that. He's like, no,
He
fuck
got
that. He
offended.
got really heated.
You need to text him and you
I'm
need
gonna
to
text him
yeah, you need to apologize, bro. Like that man
because that's bruh. But because you know what he said, what he's screaming is what we agree with. Like, listen, no matter what color, we're all humans. Listen, you know. But see, here's the thing, man. Like, I have hope for
love it, Nim Blue.
I have hope for the youngsters, man, because if there's a youngster like J Love who believes in that, you know, that's what the younger generations need.
Yeah, because right now there is a
There's
generation
gonna be
that is
clear divides with shit like this. There will be
there
clear
is a
divides.
generation that's coming up right now. They're like, well, you know, all of us are human and we all should love each other. And there are people that genuinely think that way. And it's like, I love that you think that way. And here's the problem. I want to think that way. But my upbringing and my environment and what I've been shown,
What
especially what I got shown today on social media, like you know, like it's crazy because it's like I know that I get looked at differently. Like I know that if I say certain things on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, like today was weird because I would lose.
because you're worried about saying some shit and then and motherfuckers trying to cancel you.
I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried because I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. You can't cancel Rumboys. I own all the rights to all my shit. Like I own all this shit. You know.
And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying though there would like people that would try to like mobilize against something if you were representing something that they didn't agree with.
Exactly, exactly. I don't know, bro. Like it's crazy because I was speaking with mine. I was saying what the fuck was real, but I was losing followers, but then I was gaining a lot of followers at the same time. Like I'm at the point where I gotta unfollow a lot of motherfuckers, and I gotta go back and follow a lot of really cool motherfuckers that are really dope, and I feel like are gonna be super awesome. And I love it. I appreciate all the new followers, but bro, like, uh, uh,
I don't know, maybe because I'm old. I don't really like, all that shit's kind of like, it's kind of hearsay to me. You know what I mean? Like, listen, man, if, what I'm saying, if motherfuckers want to follow, you know what
yeah,
I
like if
mean?
you want to follow, then
They
follow.
cool, you know what I mean? But
What?
like, I really would want people to follow because they have the same ideologies, or they believe in what we're saying, or like, you know what I mean? They agree with it. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree with what we're saying, what we're
if
doing. Like what's
yeah,
crazy, what's
see,
crazy, what's
but
crazy
like to
is
lose followers off an ideology, and fuck those people anyway.
what's
You know what I
crazy
mean? Fuck
is
those people anyway.
like we're in a weird time period where it's like some people will look at what we're doing and they're like, like the motherfuckers they're being real right now. Like they're talking that ism, they're talking that shit, they're talking that truth. And then the second that you say something that may disagree, like it's okay to disagree, but I feel like there is a certain point to where stay on the right side of history. If you are an American,
Period.
like if you are a patriot, you could dim, like fuck what side you stand on. If you are a fucking patriot through and through, the American democracy would not be challenged the way that it was today. Like, and if it was going to be over some real ass shit.
You know what America did today? It showed that they are really racist
Mm-hmm.
because they clearly, within the last 8 months spans, right? How long was the George Floyd events? Not that long ago, right?
Hey,
From
like,
then until now, right? America, the people that are in charge, authoritative, or governments, whatever you want to call it, them motherfuckers is racist because they only acted a certain way towards colored individuals when in the same events. I don't want to say same even, actually different. Clearly, some peaceful, with the George Floyd shit. And then in
yeah,
this case today,
I'm
complete
not gonna say that.
anarchists.
Yeah,
I'm saying America's racist, bro. Today, that's what they showed. You
today
can't
wasn't
hide
even
it.
anarchy. Today wasn't even anarchy. That was organized
But,
terrorism.
but,
Like,
but anarchy by definition is no government.
true.
You know what I'm saying? So because listen, bro, anytime we try to do anything like that, they'd be like, nope, that's against the law. You know what I mean?
Like,
They,
so
they,
it's
they, they was like, all right, go ahead. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and, what's a nice round number? 13? Yeah, let's arrest 13 of them.
J Love had said something, and we were like, you
Hey,
sound
man, I
like
love
him.
J-Lo.
And we were like, but it's okay. And he just got sad.
What did I miss? Did I make J-Lo sad again? The first time I made her
No,
mad?
you didn't make him sad again. No, you just got to text him and he'll be okay.
Yeah, no, I love J Love. You know what? You know what's crazy is like I'm just banking on people like someone like J Love that actually knows me. I'm always gonna bank on the fact that people know my intention. You know what I mean? I'm speaking how it is. You know what I mean? And when I was saying them, it was kind of like a run-on joke. You know me, right?
Bro,
But
like,
it's really because it's them. It's not us.
it
That's
is.
what's funny about it. And this was funny is
Like,
because J Love's not
so,
them.
what,
J Love is not them though.
what's
That's the
so
thing.
fucked up is like, we don't want division, right? Like, we want to bring America together.
But they don't.
But
So we clearly don't want the same things.
like, and this is like about to become like a really super deep like conversation right now. Um, like, let's be real, okay?
Okay.
There is never going to be a place where everyone is going to see eye to eye, where
No,
everyone is
never.
going to have the same
You
commonality.
know what I love? This is why I love the weed community. Because the weed community, you could be any race, and you could be in any state,
I don't give a fuck.
and you meet somebody, and it'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, me too. You know what I mean? There's a common denominator because there's something about marijuana, man. It makes people vulnerable. You know what I mean? Marijuana makes motherfuckers be real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, look at white America. For years, they try to paint marijuana as something bad. You know what I mean? So to me, I could say it like that. There's a clear divide: the people that don't get it and the people that do. You know what I mean? Like, we get it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I bet you if you got someone like Trump, who is, supposedly a straight edger, you get that motherfucker high or get him on some psychedelics or some shit, and look at him see the world and be like, oh shit, I got it all wrong. Like, maybe he'll figure it out. People get in their ways. They get in their ways. You can't get them out of their ways. You know what I'm saying? And then when you got people that are looking for confirmation bias, like some people are just born racist. You know what I mean? And then you get a president who starts talking that shit that they identify with. Oh, we need to get rid of the Mexicans. We need to get rid of the Chinese. Blah blah blah. This motherfuckers. They start to identify with them. Then the next thing you know what they want to do? They want to make stuff up in their head like, you know what we should do? We should storm Capitol Hill. That'll show them. We'll burn up their legislation and their votes like they really believe that they can do that. And then we're gonna make the shirts and the sweaters because this is a civil war. God damn it. You know what I mean? Like, they really are trying to wage a war,
bro.
Like,
they really believe that though. Like, that's what's fucked up. Is something that
and they ain't getting shot.
Nah, like exactly. Like I said, it's not even the same thing. Yo, really quick. This is the show about nothing. We're gonna go ahead, really quick, and we're gonna get into a quick break. Nimbu Number says he's a shroom and watch Big Mouth. I fucking love that show.
I ain't never seen that show, but I definitely shroom. I'm shrooming right now.
Dude, yeah. No, there's an episode. There's an episode where they all like drink ayahuasca and they learn like different shits about themselves. Like, it's crazy. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into a music video. Actually, not even a music video, just a track. This is fitting. This is perfect. This is I remember.
I remember when the world went crazy. Now all they wanna do is just pay me. Up early in the morning, not lazy. I heard shining like a domino for gazing. I remember when the world went crazy. Now all they wanna do is just pay me. Up early in the morning, not lazy. I heard shining like a domino for gazing. I get the bag, they can't stand me. Hit them up with the voice raspy. Used to me like smoothly. Real sultry, spewing his poetry. Moving his poultry. What else? Went from grams to OZs. Half slaps to half things. Now we pushing whole keys. That's more. Like a goddamn piano man. They sleeping on us like Ambien. They tripping off us, need an Ativan. Y'all broke as a joke and we the last. I remember when the world went crazy. Now all they wanna do is just pay me. Up early in the morning, not lazy. I heard shining like a domino for gazing. I remember when the world went crazy. Now all they wanna do is just pay me. Up early in the morning, not lazy. I heard shining like a domino for gazing. Hungry, the Hollywood with ribs touching. Humble, the loudest wolf ticket, distributor teeth folded. Not sure what wild card fate's holding, but the warm wax flows through the fist form, shake molded. When you do your best, there's no questions. Time only limits the creation process, but the final product flows with froth, infinite conviction. The best of the best for my family constituents. From project living to renovation to turnkey residence, speaking to existence, brink of the split fish, but able to build canvas to upper echelon equipment. It all connects, lacerate the perimeter, center placement. I remember when the world went crazy. Now all they wanna do is just pay me. Up early in the morning, not lazy. I heard shining like a domino for gazing. I remember when the world went crazy. Now all they wanna do is just pay me. Up early in the morning, not lazy. I heard shining like a domino for gazing.
I came in the door, I said it before. I never let the mic magnetize me no more. Where all my niggas at? Where all my bitches at? Throw your motherfucking hands in the air. We round low lows like we had a car show. show, he blowing big dro. They like Doja Cat. I got rims all black on an old school 08 Trilla Maybach like Ricky Rose. Trifecta, we some bosses from the Bay. San Jose, California. Don't mess around with them homies, we'll put it on ya. You could be a goner or you could be an owner. Yeah.
I remember when the world went crazy. Now all they wanna do is just pay, man. Up early in the morning, not lazy. I heard shining like a domino for gazing. I remember when the world went crazy. Now all they wanna do is just pay, man. Up early in the morning, not lazy. I heard shining like a domino for gazing.
Woo! Uno minuto, guys. Hold up. 2 seconds.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day they met one team partners in the NFLPA.
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey Knife Fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey Knife Fight in the house.
I am Monkey Knife Fight.
You are Monkey Knife Fight.
We are all Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey knife fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the one team and NFLPA family.
Monkey knife fight. Welcome to the family, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the game, Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight!
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
Monkey knife fight! Monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight, monkey knife.
What's good, y'all? We are back. This is the show about nothing. Greatly appreciate all of you guys tuning in with us. We are covering today's events of which unfolded at the Capitol building. Crazy fucking shit. Like, all I can do is just pour another shot.
I do want to say something though, like, because this is a show about nothing, and we came up with this idea because it's sarcastic. It's about everything and anything, right?
On this break, dude literally called me. Exactly, yeah. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And after talking with Jay Love, this is what I love. I told him I want to relay this message. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people gotta be consistent. You know what I mean? They gotta stay consistent with, because if you want change, be consistent for it. You know what I mean? Don't be a hypocrite about issues. And that's what Jay Love was telling me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people, and I love that he said people too, because people, like humans, bro, like we just can't be hypocrites. You know what I mean? And like, unfortunately, there's always going to be, groups that don't agree. And, and then like living in a democratic society, you're supposed to like bring the ideas up and then we all vote on it, right? But then it becomes distorted where it's like, okay, how many people can you lobby to vote for your cause? You know what I mean? So is this really what, does it become a thing where this is what people need or what people are convinced to vote for? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, because I think that's that's the message that gets lost, is thinking as a whole. You know what I mean? Like, there'll be other motherfuckers that'll say the same thing. Well, I'm thinking as a whole from our standpoint. You know what I mean?
Like thinking as a whole, like from like this shit's just not right.
Yes, thank you. You know what I mean? You know me. You know me. Even with my fantasy takes, I'm gonna be
Yo,
all over
this
the place
man,
with it.
this Ayo, hold on. So first off, is Bogart from San Fran? Bogart is from San Fran. We are both Cali individuals. Um, Bogart, get your tracks on wax, bro. Bogart's tracks are on wax. The album is dropping.
Yeah, I want to drop. See, you know what's crazy? It's probably gonna be February now because we're gonna be. I'm gonna be busy, and our studio's going through some remodeling right now. You know what I mean? So, because bro, I got all the publishing for majority of the
I'm gonna
album.
be on that bitch.
I want to add more. That's the thing is I want to add more. Like you know,
The cipher
you know,
will be on that.
like to hear our voices. Like
Yeah,
hear our
Hear Our
voices. You know what I'm
Voices
saying?
has
Like
to be on there.
no, see, and here's the thing is like the album would have been dropped, and then all of a sudden, you know, I had Hear Our Voices. And I was like, okay, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden the album that you know, okay, it's called Art Imitating Life. It went from like being about my life to like, okay, now I'm adding some tracks that have a broader spectrum on things.
You're
You
an
know what I mean?
artist.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And as an artist, I'm also insane. You know what I mean? I'm an insane person. So like, you know, I kind of, you know, and if I'm left alone to my own device, you know what I mean? I keep building on it and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, adding and taking away
No.
and you know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things like,
Shout out the record label. Shout out your record label.
oh yeah, shout out to HMNG, you know, Head Knock Music Group, you know what I mean? Yeah, I've been rocking with them for a cool minute, you know what I mean? Really dope brothers, you know what I mean? We're a diverse group of individuals, you know what I mean?
The
Shout out
beat
to
is crazy.
yeah, shout out to Prime One, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's the big bruh, Filipino cat, just killing them on the beats, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, just real, you know, real hip hop shit. You know what I mean? Like, and then all at the same
Yeah.
time too, R&B. You know,
Y'all,
trap.
y'all gonna see us.
Like,
Y'all gonna see us kill one of their beats. In a couple of weeks, like, and it's gonna be lit. Like, y'all gonna be like, holy fuck, didn't know these boys could do this. Like, not you knew that he could do it. You didn't know we could do it together. Like, yeah, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
yeah, I put money on it.
I put money on that one.
put money on it.
You've already seen my verse. You've already seen my verse.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hold on, you ain't seen mine yet though. You know what I mean?
I ain't seen yours, but you seen mine.
I haven't even wrote nothing yet.
And I don't even
see.
know if that's what I'm gonna head into the studio with. I might head into the studio with some fucking different shit, bro. You'll find out in a week. In a week, you'll be like, oh.
You know what's crazy? I want to say something about what 2020 showed me. Like you know, like I was individual. I've just been grinding since I can remember. We just getting money, feeding our family. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Business as usual.
business as usual.
And then you know the world goes crazy with the COVID. And you know, and then you know,
The world went dumb, bro.
the world went crazy, and then it started making me think like how insignificant my little views are, as opposed to like the great, you know, what's really going on. You know what I mean? And then it starts becoming like, you know, some people might be discouraged, like you know, I don't want to speak on it, like ain't nobody gonna hear me, and then,
Bro, that
you know,
kills me when people are like, when Cass is like,
yeah, it's like how the fuck do you know?
I can't say anything. It's like, yo, how the
What
fuck can you
says
not?
who?
Like, how can you not? Like, how do you, like, what entitles you to be like, yo, this happened today, and I'm not talking about it? Like, we could have went on and we could have been like, what we really gonna do? We were gonna talk about like aliens. We were gonna talk about some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like, we were just about to trip and go to the fucking moon.
And then you called me. You
called me.
Well, I missed your call.
Yeah.
And I called you back, and I was like, I know what we're talking about today because I'm looking at the TV, and the universe is telling me, all right, we're gonna talk about this shit. You know what I mean? Like this is, and you know what's ironic? It's 2021. Like so, if it's this, you know, like this is it's kind of not a good precursor to what I think is going to happen.
It's not a good sign. Like, all right, so let's really talk about it. In the first motherfucking 6 days, in the first 6 days of 2021, Dr. Dre has just been poked, prodded, and fucked with. His ex-wife wants to ask for $500,000 in cash Apple stock that apparently he has. Then he undergoes a brain aneurysm. Then he's fine. Then something else happened today, and I can't fucking remember. Fucking then this shit happens at the Capitol. Like, bro, 2021 is already letting us know I am not one to be fucked with.
Listen,
Am I
man.
wrong?
No, you're not. I was just listen. I'm Bogart Scott Free, and there's been many times this episode, the first episode of the show about nothing, where I get a loss for words. You know what I mean? Where it's like I don't know what to say.
Bro,
I mean,
2021
it is what it
stepped in
is.
this bitch- 2021 stepped in this bitch and was like, I turned 21. I turned 21.
Wildin'.
Wildin', bro. Already. Just straight
And
wildin'.
who was asking if I was from the Bay? I didn't see that. Who was that?
That was a homie Ant. That was a homie
Okay,
Ant's
yeah,
like,
yeah. Big up to Aaron.
yo, big up to Ant, yo. He be dropping some fire articles over on rumboys.com.
Oh, word. Okay, that's why that looked familiar.
King Hewley said, "What's good, Bogart Scott?"
What up?
What
What
up?
King?
He got the Yankees hat on, yo. I dig that. I see you, man. I'm a Nationals
Right.
fan. You know what it is, pal.
You're an Astros fan for real?
No, not Astros, Nationals.
Nationals. Okay, I was about to say, whoa. I was like, whoa.
Nationals and Dodgers, baby.
That's
Nationals
right.
and Dodgers.
That's right.
If it ain't about the Nationals, it ain't about the Dodgers. Don't talk to me about it. You know.
And you know what's crazy?
Right?
Where I'm
Fuck that.
from, see. You know what I mean? Shout out to IC, you know what I'm saying? It stands for young, fill in the blank, in charge. You know what I mean? And we rock NY hats because
And from
for YN.
yeah, oh yeah, I feel you. And say he's from
Yeah,
SF
you feel
too,
me?
so y'all need to link up.
Okay, word. Yeah, I grew up the entirety of my life in San Jose. You know what I mean?
He said
Yeah, so, but
actual
yeah,
San Fran. He said actual San Fran City
Yeah.
kid. Oh shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Hey man, big up to the city. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's where that birthed me. You know what I mean? I was raised in the 408. You know what I mean? I'm not ashamed to say that. I love my city. I'm from San Jose. You know what I'm saying? But where I was shot out the womb, you know what I mean? It's the roots, B.
I
You know
feel
what I mean?
that.
The city's in my heart.
Bro, this year has already been off to a crazy start, especially with this shit. Like I
He said,
don't
real city boy. Hell yeah, stand up.
like
The city, we don't play.
I don't know how else like we can really sum up the start to 2021 other than what the fuck? We thought this was over. Like we yelled Jumanji to start off the new year, and we're like, we're out of the game, bitches.
Come on, we thought? Come on, what?
Bro,
come on.
we thought wrong.
I don't know. I didn't think it was over. That shit was like, I thought it was only the beginning. Like I was saying that jokingly throughout the podcast, like, all throughout 2020, like, yo, this shit is just like, be prepared. You know what I mean? We ain't seen we ain't seen nothing yet. Like I don't.
Oh, he said yeah, he did the touchdown with Dougie Smith.
Oh shit, that's right. No wonder that the name was familiar. Oh, I didn't know he's from Frisco.
What's good? No.
No. He's from the city. He's from the real city. Yeah.
It's from Frisco.
It's from Frisco. Yeah.
Yeah, he's from the city.
Yeah. Shout out to King Hooley. That's what it is. King Hooley, man. Yeah, big up. Yeah, I mean, we just did the episode with Doug. You know what I mean? Everybody check that out on the touchdown with Doug Smith. That joint's available. You know what I mean? It's kind of ironic that yesterday we're talking, wild card weekend. You know what I mean? We did a lot of podcasts this past couple of days. And you know what I mean?
I just dropped one today. I just did a joint today by myself.
And and then when event, ironically, or actually, I don't believe in irony in this case. Like we had this show scheduled. We was gonna eat mushrooms and talk some crazy shit. You know what I mean? But then, with the events that happen, it's us just being responsible as content creators to not be like remember the fantasy football with content creators. We won't say the names, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't snitch.
Yeah.
But there were some guys out here that during the events of George Floyd, they consciously chose to not touch on any subjects.
I got into it with a couple of cats tonight about that.
Like ain't nobody want to speak on shit that they're afraid. Like, oh, you're afraid to be like, oh, humans should not be killed. like, you know what I mean, unjustly, like, you know what I mean, like, oh, you don't want to stand for that? Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Like, yo, if you're not able, especially during the off season, so here's what pissed me off. It's the off season. If you're able to head onto a podcast or not,
They're scared to lose followers, invisible numbers of people that they'll never meet.
Fuck that.
You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, that's, you know what I mean? Like,
this is journalistic integrity, yo. Like I'm here to voice my opinion. I'm here to talk.
And you know what's crazy? I'm not a journalist. I'm an artist.
I'm an artist. I'm an artist. Yeah, I'm
personally. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still trying to learn how to navigate my way through.
We're podcasters. We're podcasters.
Yeah, because you know we are gonna. There is validity and there could be backlash, you know, from things that I might say. So like, you know, I've been learning how to navigate, but at the end of the day, we're gonna speak on what we believe in and speak against what we don't believe in. You know what I mean? So like, because that's how I'll be able to go to sleep at night, and I always promote that. I think anybody should speak out. Like, listen, look at the crazy motherfuckers today. You know what they're doing? They're acting out on something they believe in. So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you can do it, I can fucking. I'm damn sure allowed to do it.
It just so happened that they're on the opposite end of the spectrum where I'm at. You know what I mean? And what I believe in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, so there's a conflict of interest there. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't believe in what you believe in. I don't fuck what you believe in. But yo, like I gotta give them
like there's a different way though.
You stormed the fucking Capitol and got away with it.
It still blows my mind, especially now that we're in the second half of the show, and I'm really feeling it. You know what I mean? I still can't wrap my head around the fact that motherfuckers were not getting shot, bro. That's clear favoritism. If you don't even need to say it's racism anymore. It's favoritism, bro. They're not shooting those motherfuckers because they favor them.
You know how they're gonna spin it? They're gonna be like, well, it only took one person to get dropped, and that's what made everyone disperse. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I'm saying
here's my thing. If you're gonna storm the Capitol, motherfucker, storm that bitch and overthrow it. Like, do it for real. Like, don't be a bitch.
Hey, real quick, I know this is kind of me backtracking a little off subject here, but shout out to King Hooli again. I remember their shit. It's called Truth Be Told Sports, man. Check them out. Those guys are great. I just wanted to throw that out there because they remind me of us too. They're a diverse group, you know what I'm saying? And you know where it's like, I love looking at diverse factions. Like when you see a group of individuals, they're very diverse and minorities, and you know what I'm saying? I love seeing that because that's what we are. Like it should be a representation of what the world should be like. Motherfuckers can come together. You know what I mean? And you know, yeah, granted, you know, motherfuckers from different walks of life might come together because they have a common interest, whether it's sports or whether it's music or religion or whatever, the politics. You know what I mean? But there still should be an open forum for, you know, motherfuckers that come through and talk about shit. You know what I mean? Like, you discuss it, like real discussions. Not just these yelling debates and, you know, I'm having fun. I'm yelling and shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But, you know, I'm me, right? But if they came to a point where, like, okay, me personally, I have to get put in front of a group and be able to state a claim or a case, you know what I mean? In an argument, you know what I mean? And have a discussion, right? We would be civil. You know what I mean? There's just some motherfuckers that they're not willing to go there. You know what I mean?
Oh, we heard he told the National Guard not to act, and then I apparently heard I'm hearing that he is going to face impeachment. Like, impeachment articles are getting drawn up like right the fuck now. Like, that's just not getting executed in 2 weeks though. So I mean,
yeah, the paperwork ain't. They still old school. They got paperwork. That shit ain't. The paperwork ain't even processed in time.
See what they tried to confiscate? Like, I mean,
yeah, because listen, talking about votes were tampered with or whatever the fuck, whatever their claim is, right?
Bro, this image right here. Oh, go ahead. Wait, really quick. This image right here. That's the National Guard for a fucking BLM protest.
Right? Now show me the flip side. Show me the other one.
Okay.
Show me the other one.
There was number here. I mean, today they got this. Like they did this
Yeah.
today.
Right?
Like
You know what I'm saying?
today,
You know what I'm saying?
like a whole man is sitting in like this motherfucker is sitting in the
You
goddamn.
see what I'm saying?
Bruh.
I'm not even. And I hope no one thinks I'm laughing, being insensitive. I'm laughing because this shit is fucking crazy, and I'm a crazy person.
That is a whole motherfucker that made it in the chamber. That's a whole ass nigga right there. Like, that is a whole ass person. Like, oh my goodness. Bro, look at this guy. Look at this guy dressed up like goddamn Jason Momoa out of goddamn Aquaman, bro. What the fuck? What is this? Like, what is this right here? This man with the war paint on, looking like fucking Braveheart. I'm the Mel Gibson. I'm mad. I'm mad. You ready for this one? Hold on. Hold on.
There's always gonna be more.
Look at this guy. Yo, hey, rioters and looters. This man made off with a whole ass podium.
Damn.
This motherfucker snatched the whole podium.
What does he even need that for?
Who need? Like, and
He did it just because he could do it. That podium ain't worth nothing but $17. He's like, listen, I'm taking it because I can.
He
took that shit.
He has a whole podium. You were mad because someone stole an iPad from Target. Okay? He has a whole ass speaker of the house fucking podium. Look at this dude.
Yo.
Look at this shit.
Yo,
Look at this. Look at this.
Bro.
They're sitting in someone's office at their desk, at his or her desk. Like he is about to take a motherfucking call. Got the American. This is why I'm afraid of the American flag. He has this shit draped all across this shit. Like going back to goddamn He-Man over here. He has his face painted in red, white, and blue, holding an American flag. Like then this guy here, desk, American flag. This shit is scary. All right, like that is now the American flag is no longer a symbolism of America. That's a symbolism. I am scared. Like we need a new flag. We need a whole new everything. We got to redo this bitch.
They ain't doing nothing. They ain't gonna remix nothing.
Bro,
they're not gonna.
Why do they have a fucking dresser? They have a file cabinet, a wooden file drawer. This is a drawer. This is a whole ass like a stand where someone walks up and like, now, dude, these are your rights. Like they use a fucking stand to block off the door. And they have guns drawn, and they are chilling. No one has been like at this given. Look at Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is fucking little ass motherfucker, little stymie ass bitch. Like get down. Like shots might fire, bro. National Guard can be used on black protesters speaking out against police brutality, but not on the. Hold on, let me check these notes really quick. But not on white supremacists who stormed the Capitol building. Got it. Good. We're all in fucking conformity here.
Them peoples, bro.
Oh, buddy, gonna get a bag off that motherfucking podium. Like that shit is gonna be in a history book, and someone's gonna be like,
he probably will though.
Let me find this podium on eBay. That motherfucker's gonna so flip that shit. Yo, everyone might want to check Craigslist. Buddy might be trying to get banked for that shit. $17, bro. I'm saying
$17 for it. He just took it because he could.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know what I mean? Like, he's like, ain't nobody gonna shoot me.
Hey, check it. Slime is just like, Slime is just chilling, feet kicked up, on blood. Like, what's cracking, homie? So what? Like, I could never do this. I could never get away with this. Oh, mothers. I could never do this. I'm appalled. America, this is your fault. This is your fault. Hey, in the words, I want everyone to Google a song by Eminem. White America. I want everyone to Google that song by Eminem. How the fuck we have not been taken off the air yet? I don't know. But I promise, like,
We'll be all right.
Russell Johnson said, so, like, what's the show about? This is the show
About nothing!
Nothing!
About nothing!
About nothing! I talk about what the fuck I feel throughout the day. Shit, I'll come on this bitch and talk about farts for all I care. This is a show about nothing!
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 Oh, that's funny.
Clip that. Oh my god. Next week on the show about nothing, we're probably going to discuss something about as long as nothing else crazy happens, we're probably going to talk about like ancient aliens, drug use. I don't know. Like,
you know, that's the thing too. Is like, you know, we eat some mushrooms, talk about some fly shit.
I don't want to talk about drug use next episode. Like, I kind of.
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. There's all kind of listen. There's pros and cons to everything.
There's everything. There's a lot. Look,
you know what I mean, you know, you got a whole country in like Mexico, bro. Like it's a damn near
this show. This show is gonna be some
ruffle
shit.
some feathers.
This is gonna be a whole ism. Imagine kids 50+ years from now looking at the history books, asking their parents about it. Bro, there's gonna be some kids believing what the fuck their parents told them. Where it's like, my mom was a revolutionary. No, she wasn't. Your mom secretly was behind a back alley getting taken by Black Death. That's why your stepbrother doesn't look like you and is the black sheep of the fucking family.
Oh man, revolutionary is hilarious, dude. Like, are you for real?
He's like, ancient aliens use drugs. Which ones? Like, we might tie both those topics in together. Like, we don't know.
Well,
like,
you know what? Hold on.
Like,
Psychedelic.
No, we gotta take our next
usage. Hold on. Psychedelic usage of certain psychedelic plants. In ancient human history. So and then all of a sudden, they see God, right?
Yeah.
Or get some kind of message. So
Gaia.
they might not have looked. You got to remember, psychedelics in America for the longest. Fuck that bitch, Nancy Reagan. Like they made it where it was like, these types of drugs will destroy people. Blah, blah. No. They open people's minds and they're therapeutic, and you know what I mean. They're
ancient aliens brought pain here. Look, we're gonna get into that on next week's episode. We will definitely talk about that on next week's episode. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up this week's episode here, right now. Rod said, "I'm gonna need y'all to film a Full House style intro for this. We will get we will get an intro cut for this specific show.
It's in the works."
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Rum Boys Fantasy Network. This is
the show about nothing.
Hey, Bogart, one more time. This is
the show
about nothing. It's so great because I can just swing my chair and they can see the whole title.
That's funny.
That's gonna be the intro.
I need to get me a swivel chair too and a green
screen. I need to get a swivel chair. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Bogart, where can I find you?
Actually, I do have a green screen.
What's your social media?
At the GMM Network on everything. You know what I'm saying?
At Rum Boys, spelled with a ZNET, at Rum Boys Fantasy Network. Google me, bitch.
Yeah. And 2 episodes in the can, dropping this week. Dropping one tonight, actually, on the Real Fantasy Playmakers. You know what I'm saying? We're going to still keep y'all captivated with the fantasy talk. But I'm really excited for this series. I'll tell you that much.
Keep rolling.
This series right here.
Rolling. What?
You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking show about nothing.
The show about nothing. Hey, cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rum Boys and Girls. What it do? Dilly, we love and appreciate you. Thank you for joining today's show about nothing rant. Dilly. Love y'all. Google me.
Everybody be safe, man. All love.
Peace. Love piece of chicken grease. Shots.